that person, reach out to the person that who's hurting, just telling people you care. It means something.
For somebody listening to this who's going through similar struggles, what tools did you find helpful to maintain a positive outlook?
Well, people being so encouraging. Holly Rowe, who battled cancer big time, gave me some great advice. Be active. I walked before I came into the interview, walking like crazy out there. I got calls from people that have cancer. Chris Mortensen sent me stuff. Rod Gilmore, ESPN, people that have been through the battles, giving me advice. And that all helped me,
And you just know we all got your back. We're thinking about you. Our prayers are with you.
And I know soon you're going to have that mic in your hand and you're going to be entertaining all of us college basketball fans once again.
Jay Billis wrote the most incredible story.
Players Tribune story, right?
Yeah, Players Tribune. It was just phenomenal. My wife and I had the tears, honestly.
Dick's battle against cancer has been a public one, and he's a public person. And while some people may choose to approach it privately, that's not who he is. And so he was able to take all of us on that journey, the positive and the negative, and the good and the bad, and how difficult it's been on him, both physically and emotionally and spiritually. So I think when he was sidelined for a period, just wanted to let him know how much we missed him, and we were always thinking of him, and how important he is not only to all of us individually, but how important he is to the game.
You remember what his reaction was?
He texted me right away, and he doesn't send short texts. I don't know if you know that.
Yes.
He sends really long ones.
And lots of them.
And then some of it was in caps. So I think I responded by, "Why are you yelling at me?" But it was very heartfelt and very nice.
Jimmy V, his words encouraged me as well. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. You keep fighting. You keep fighting out there. If you battle that disease, you fight. You fight. You fight. Think positive and have faith. Have faith. Miracles do happen.
I think it also helped tremendously your willingness to share on social your firsthand experiences now.
Trying to be as transparent as I can be because there's an ulterior motive for me. The motive is I don't think people understand what cancer patients go through. And people have a lot worse than me. Trust me, cases out there with kids suffering way worse than mine. But I wanted people to understand it's not just that chemo treatment you go through. It's all the scans you go through. It's the weekly blood work, getting needles and blood taken out of you, blood counts, all the things that go, your family, the suffering they do.
We were kind of uncomfortable with my dad, posting, every, treatment and all this stuff. And he was very determined, and that's just who he is. He was very comfortable with it. There were times I'm like, Dad, your gown doesn't look right. You need to pull, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
He's like, it's fine. When you asked about, he's not worried about the cosmetic part of it.
So I think he definitely is a big motivation to people who are going through it. It's kind of giving them a voice too, to know that they're not alone, and, to be positive and not get in your own head, and there is an outlet, and to kind of talk about it. And it creates a positive atmosphere. Thank
God for social media, especially when he couldn't talk, because he would get messages from people praying for you, thinking of you, sharing their story. I'm in chemo too. Let me tell you, he read every single one of them. He probably responded to most of them, and they all resonated with him. And it was why he did it more. He literally got energy in his darkest moments through social media, through people engaging with him in that way. I am so grateful for that, because I'm not sure how he would be able to have gotten through, especially the not talking part, if he didn't have that. I just think there were small touch points that people just don't realize. Their little message, it meant something. And I think it's so easy for people to be oh, no one cares, but call that person, reach out to the person that who's hurting, just telling people you care. It means something. So I do think the social media piece for my dad was super important. I think it really it gave him a power. There's a Robin Roberts, she came to the gala one year, and she's like, she has this saying, make your mess your message. And I feel like my dad did that. Like, his mess was his message. Like, it was just, and he was like, whatever, you're gonna see all of this. You're gonna see every blood draw, every like crappy part of this whole thing. Like,
And it
so,
resonated with so many
yeah,
people.
because people were like, I'm here, I'm getting my chemo today, and I'm almost, like, yeah, it like was like a band of brothers. Like, it just was like unified people.